It is great to have Wilbert Carmouche with us this morning from over in Avoyelles Parish, and April will be a busy month.
Yes,
in
indeed,
Avoyelles.
Mark. Wonderful things, a lot of opportunities to come to Avoyelles Parish.
Yeah, exactly. Always is.
And that's because the weather is so nice during the month of April, too. Everybody just wants to be outside.
Yes, indeed, except for my event that I was going to have tomorrow. That we're
Except.
not April, that's
for
in
that.
March.
So but I've turned it over to April as well. But we start off with this weekend. Two great reasons to come to Avoyelles Parish for a great cause: cruising for a cure and cooking for a cure, both in Mansoura. At the cruising for a cure is at Rivière du Soleil, and that is going to be April 2nd from 9 to 2. And Cooking for a Cure is going to be the Mansoura Walking Track, April 2nd, with a $5 admission. Both of these events are for Relate for Life, which ends up being fundraiser for American Cancer Society.
Later in April.
Later in April, exactly. Then we have Johnny Gill in concert at Paragon Casino Resort on April 9th at 8 o'clock. Tickets with Ticketmaster. And then Fifth Ward Baptist Church is having their first ever cast iron cook-off. And that is going to be April 9th, noon to 5. And I'm hoping that they call me to be a judge at 3 o'clock.
Oh, man,
would I like that, because that's in my hometown community.
They just might, Wilbur.
So they just might. So maybe, now that they hear the word is out. Norma, an art exhibition of the work of the late Norma Roy, who was an artist from Avoyelles Parish who taught art in Baton Rouge, and she has passed, but her family still is there. Van Roy happens to be one of her nephews, so they've collected her artwork that is around, and they're going to exhibit that on April 7th at 6 p.m., a first Thursday event at Bailey's on the square. So for additional information, 240-3495. But come see that artwork. It's in fact, one of the pieces hangs in our office, and I don't know too much about artwork, but they tell me the technique was batik, where you paint backwards.
I wouldn't know.
A beautiful.
I can't paint forward.
Yeah.
Me
so I
either.
certainly
Much
can't
less
tell you
backwards.
that.
I can't even paint in the lines.
Yeah,
like
me
they
either.
couldn't even color in the lines either. Meet me in St. Louis at the Fox Theater, a play that's going to take place over 2 weekends, April 7th through 10th, and then again from the 14th to the 17th. Ticket information at marksvillefox.com. Storytime fun at the Tunica Biloxi Cirque Library. Donna Parit puts on a program on April 9th at 11 o'clock, and keeping that language going, that Tunica Biloxi language going. So if you need additional information there, 240-6433. St. Mary's School Spring Fair on April 9th. And then Sarto Bridge, which, Francis, you've been there a couple of times, which is the first bridge placed on the National Register of Historic Properties in Louisiana, is going to turn 100 years old. And Avoyelles Parish, that's another good reason to have a party.
Yeah.
Right.
So the Lieutenant Governor,
anniversary.
Exactly, the Lieutenant Governor is coming, and that is on April 16th at 10:30. We're going to have a brief ceremony of recognizing the efforts of everyone who have really, through their diligence and untiring efforts, have saved this bridge, because it could have easily, probably less costly just to demolish it, but through the years have kept it up.
But it's a beautiful location.
Beautiful
location.
Museum
right across the street.
Museum right across, exactly. Dixie Poche is going to be there doing a book signing also. Lieutenant Governor will be there. And then that is the forerunner to the Homemade Cake Festival in Bartlesville on the 16th and rolling over to the 17th. And I know Mark Klein has gone over there and done stories.
Those cakes are so good.
On those cakes, and what Jimmy Armand says, it has to weigh 10 pounds to be qualified as a Bartlesville cake or something. You have to put a lot of yum in there, I think he says. So great opportunities to be in Avoyelles Parish. It's great for a homecoming weekend, because there's such alumni from that Bartlesville area that have really shouldered up, and they have taken that old school site and really saved it out, because that school had been closed for quite some time.
Foreigners coming to town, or to
yes,
Avoyelles
indeed,
Parish.
and
But
that
it's sold out.
Oh, sold
we did
out
have
for
word from Mark Jeffers that it is
from
sold
Mark
out.
that it was
Jeffers
sold
last
out.
week.
Great I'm happy about that. It's going to fill those
That's
hotel
good
rooms
news.
for me, right?
Yeah.
And then Relay for Life culminates what we're doing this weekend as the fundraisers for Relay for Life, and that is going to be April 30th at 10:30 at the Mansura walking track. So for all of this information, go to our website travelavoyelles.com or Facebook Travel Avoyelles
Busy
for
April.
more details.
Busy April.
Lots of opportunities
Every
and
weekend.
reasons.
And
to
of course,
come
if you want to put
Avoyelles
together a
Parish.
little road trip, this is the person to call. That is the office to stop by. Friendly.
Yes, indeed. We'll be happy to help you.
Yeah, terrific.
Thanks, Wilbert. Always
Thank you
fun
for having
you.
us.
The Do It Right Scholarship, we'll talk about that in just a minute. Stay with us.
With the